YouTube, what's going on? Awesome Day 24 here, aka Alex. Basically, I'm going to start a long form series of videos here where I basically post some gameplay. Goal of the videos is to hopefully get feedback. I would love to try to get better. I know there's a lot of players out there that are better than me. Currently ranked GM1 in console after my placement games this season, Season 7, peaked eternity last season. Definitely pushing for one above all / top 500. Yeah, basically I'm open to any feedback you see in these videos when we do these series. I flex all roles, so you're going to see different characters and different roles. Yeah, open to feedback. Hopefully it's something you can take from the gameplay. Maybe it makes you a little bit better. Maybe it helps you rank up and enjoy the game. I'm new to hero shooters. I've only played them for a couple months. Really enjoying them, but at the end of the day, just trying to get better and continue to learn this new genre of games I've never played before. And live on YouTube, Kick, Twitch, and TikTok daily at 9:30 a.m. Pacific time. Yeah, we're going to dive right into it. The game today is a game where we kind of do pretty well in tank pool. At the end of the day, we get 2 points on a convoy map, and then we full hold them on defense. We go 35-2, and even with that, there's a lot we can do to certainly get better. I gotta hit my shots better. Gotta have good target priority, good alt tracking, all that good stuff. We're gonna dive right into it. Hope you're all having a great day outside of video games. That's obviously most important. If you could like and subscribe to the video, that's great. If not, still hope you're having a wonderful day. Yeah, let's get right into it. All right, so GM1, we've got a 35-2 game here on tank pool. I know I said in the intro it's for me to get better. It could certainly get better. Only 8 finals. Definitely trying to make sure I hit my shots and trying to make sure my position is always good. I tend to flex around. I play any roles, but at the end of the day, probably tank is my number one. But yeah, we'll basically just try to get better at each role at the end of the day, so you can be a good flex player and help our team win at the end of the day and play whatever they need. All right, let's dive into it. All right, so the bands at the end of the day, we go Deadpool, Groot, Moon, other team Moon, and Viz, Elsa. We settle on Deadpool, Luna, Blade, Emma, Phoenix, White Fox, and they're on DPS pool, Cloak, Mag, Hawkeye, White Fox, and Rocket. On offense first. Coming out of spawn, my thought process always was tank pool at the beginning is just try to basically farm damage off of tanks, easy to hit targets. I say easy to hit targets, and I'm looking at a bunch of shots to start here, but it's just farm damage, try to get my early upgrade. Excuse me. First thing I upgrade is the ult, the gun ult, and then I try to look back line, see if we can get really quick on support. Farming. We did lose our blade there, so we kind of just played a little conservatively, try to just make sure we don't stagger or lose anybody else while Blade's coming back. We do have a Hawkeye, so I think Hawkeye kicks Blade. The APS pool gets his ult early. Trying to live. So I just upgraded my ult, so I meant at some point here I'm going to be looking backline once I do the team fight. Playing corners, trying to limit how much damage I take so my support's don't have to use too many cooldowns on me while still charging them a bit. See Rocket up top middle, decide to go for the cloak. They are on triple support. If they turn and heal each other, they can definitely probably heal through this. Notice the White Fox out of position there a bit, maybe, or I just kind of surprised them on the flanks. We were able to get that pick, which is great. We got the Blade. They did get our Emma, unfortunately. Try to burst down their mag. That's a big pick right there. I see my team battling up here. And we're basically just pretty good opening fight. Try to cycle throwing the shield behind the front line and then using my RB ability, my fast fire and damage reduction to try to burst down tanks and get picks. Basically trying to take space here, make sure we keep the space that they're giving us. And make it easy for them to walk up and reestablish. Their DPS pool does a good job pushing us back. They end up doubling here, which is actually huge for us. So it's just basically sustain, live or die. Just trying. Their DPS pool does a good job pushing us back. They end up doubling here, which is actually huge for us. So it's just basically sustain, live or die. Just trying to stagger. But we're set up great for the next fight. My team pretty much is all in here, and the Hawkeye pops, so I just head back to safety. Do an upgrade here. Hopefully I use it.
Come on! I didn't come here to read.
So I imagine at this point now I should have guns upgraded, RB upgraded, and his gun ult upgraded. Those are my first 3 upgrades. It's usually always gun ult, RB, and then guns. Try to walt the white box there. He is taking tick damage, but they're doing a good job healing her. I always try to calm out to my team too, who I ult, just so they can try to put damage on them. Nice pick there. The DPS pool on the other team is pretty good at bouncing on people's heads endlessly. It's actually the stuff they're addressing will work tomorrow. You know, a lot of DPS pool players are upset. There was a pretty big example of like a skill gap, skill expression, and now kind of nerfed that a bit. So hopefully those players can still find a way to be viable on that character. Anyways, my team falls over, so we're just kind of holding the corner, waiting for them to regroup. Blade, mag, we're down a bunch here. Just wait for the team to regroup. Sure we don't stagger, taking a little bit of damage to ourselves. Should have a picture there. I was able to take on the mag. I'm not sure where he went. Yep. Common theme. Their DPS pool is always making things happen. Definitely their best player. Danny and go back to AI are actually my trio in this game. And midway through this game, can't hear comms since we're recording, but midway through this game we commed to kind of mark the dead pool the best we can, just recognizing that he's one of the biggest threats on their team. Our Luna pops, as well as their Cloak. Build some ults, not die. Decide there's no chance I kill this DPS pool, and I try to slowly walk back to spawn. Instead of going into spawn though, I just stand right here, let my supports get some free health charge to stop healing me, rather than going for health packs or going back into spawn, which of course will heal me, but we had time to let them come out of spawn and heal me up a little bit. Push back forward with our team. Try to throw the shield behind the tanks. I could play maybe a little farther up here. I'm playing behind mag, but maybe with my cooldowns down. I might be playing a little far back here. Ult's online, so I imagine at some point we're trying to look backline. End up ulting the Hawkeye, trying to prevent him from getting picks. Our blade pops, gets a huge ult. Here, rocket pop. Try to switch immediately and try to burn it out. Minimize the value they get off it. Unfortunately, we lose a bunch of people there, and it's pretty much not winnable. Just try to get out. Almost get back to our supports there, but their DPS pool does a great job chasing me down. We gotta regroup for pretty much one more fight. Portal after that if we need it.
This book has pictures.
Upgrade after that, after I get my main 3, the gun ult, the RB, and the guns themselves. Usually go like hijinks, the thing that lets you bounce on people's heads easily. And then last I would just upgrade his katanas. He gets a little extra damage when I'm trying to finish someone off. Constantly trying to play behind mag. Slight off angle with some cover, just making sure that I'm not able to get bursted down by the whole team, especially because I have a Hawkeye, so I'm trying to be cognizant of where I'm standing and if he can see me in that. trying to make space there. Bounce it on Meg's head just to try to get people to look at me and not look at my backline. Up. We get White Fox to pop. And the game's trying to burn her. Sometimes just throw the shield defensively too. Just throw the shield, try to protect our squishies.
Never miss.
You hear Hawkeye pop off in the distance. You can just LOS it and move the cart for a little bit. It's top left actually. He does get 2 though. Huge. Mag goes up, my shield's not online. Whenever you hear the mag go up, your shield's online, you can throw it, try to protect your supports and stuff. You know he's looking there. Big whale though by our Namor. Trying to push him back and look at me. You hear DPS pool pop, so I try to bring my damage reduction back to my supports. Trying to help them take less damage and survive that. Unfortunately, they pop a rocket here. Trying to wait for my little passive to kick in, get my health back. I think we win this. We can probably get held here. We're running out of people. Just try to bounce as long as I can on the point. But they actually hold us there. I thought we were going to get that. It's pretty huge. The Hawkeye that ulted sounded like he was going to get nothing, but then he went top right and was able to see our back line and got up the Luna defense.
The mission area. Got it.
He's pretty much at the same comps. We do bring out a Namor there. Try to help with the DPS pool. Same name of the game, but at the start of these rounds is Tank Pool. Farm ults. Try to get my ultimate upgrade, gun ultimate. Easiest way to farm ults is just kind of just try to focus on the tanks at times. If you see anybody else low, definitely focus them, but the biggest thing I can do right now is just try to make sure May can't take the space, keep them back as long as possible. It's all about stalling, and making sure to play your life. Very important that you don't die on defense or die the least you can. Obviously, your spawn is farther away than the offensive spawn, and so if we get staggered here at all, that does take us a long time to get back, helping our team. Continue focusing on the mag. We end up ulting the mag there because he's low, and if the mag falls over with the comp they have, they only have 1 tank, so basically if their tank falls over, it's very unlikely that they can take point or create any space. So in that case, we just decided to make the safe play, and just finish off the mag with our ult, and then basically have them have to reset. The mag actually switches the thing here. It's kind of a tough switch into a penny. They're going to have a lot of trouble breaking the mines unless one of their DPSs takes a flank opportunity. We get a nice quick hit there. But really, Hawkeye's not going to really flank that much. He's probably going to be with his team a bit. He might try a little bit, but really be up to DPS pool. But DPS pool is usually focused on their backline only. Anyways, that's a tough switch for them. Always pay attention to your comps, certainly in these games. Figure out what the threats are, figure out what you can do to help minimize the threats or help enable the rest of your team to make plays. Obviously, you're limited a bit by your role. Obviously, you have to play accordingly, but at the end of the day, this game's all about just what's working, what's not working, what can we do if something's not working to make it work, or what's the other team doing that's working too well that we can do to slow down. In this case, we brought out the Penny to protect the back line. She's great on this particular first point. And so far, we got that all over the place. A lot of ults go off here. I see the rocket ult try to burn it. Luckily, both rocket ults go out at the same time. They don't get that much value from it. Again, always very important to burn that rocket ult when able.
Thank goodness this book has pictures.
Our White Fox is able to pop and clean up there, and it was a great battle. Team's doing a great job holding so far. They're down to a minute 24 only. Very sad. They're staying on the thing. It's really hard on the solo thing. The solo tank in general is really hard, but especially into a Penny, a solo thing. There's not a lot of ways to interact with it now. You just set up back there and zoning off that area. We ult right there, trying to continue to get picks, big staggers. Basically, they can't have a team fight if they're waiting for those 15-second respawn timers or whatever they are. So the more staggers you can get, the bigger it is, especially on the defensive team. Because the name of the game is just stalling at the end of the day. So the longer they have to wait wait for a good team fight, the better for us. Definitely really important at the end of the day, especially on offense. When you lose a team fight, just die or live. But staggering is kind of the worst thing you can do. That's what I've learned at least. We're all guilty of it, certainly, but at the end of the day, you're better off. If your team's not going to win the fight and you have to wait for a tank to come back or something, just die or live. But literally do one of those two things. Don't run around, have someone chase you, and then kill you after 10 seconds, because then your respawn timer is just another extra amount of time you have to wait to get back to your team, and they have to wait for you, or should wait for you. You want to try to have as many 6-on-6 team fights as humanly possible in this game. That's the biggest thing, especially on defense. A huge whale by our name over there. You hear the portal, so I go back to point, try to help protect the point the best we can. Only a couple jump through the portal at the end of the day. They're not really able to do much there. Pretty quick defensive round.
2-2.
There was more to talk about on offense at the end of the day. But yeah. So basically, that's that game. And we were able to kind of hold them off there on defense. Played a really good defensive round. They didn't deal with the penny. Again, biggest takeaways: offense or defense, any kind of domination or convoy map, objective, whatever. Just figure out what you can play to help your team, and figure out what the other team's doing that is causing you guys problems, and what can you do to mitigate those problems. Sometimes it's just a team gap, and there's nothing you can do. Final stat line here: 35-2. Obviously enabled a lot by our teammates. Just try to do my role. Got to hit more shots. Definitely chances for me to get some more finals, maybe some better alts in there. But overall, pretty good game. The other team really struggled. Blade 7-14 there. Had a tough game. They switched around, tried triple support at one point. But yeah, hopefully that was helpful. Again, please in the comments, feel free to speak freely. I can certainly take criticism. It's no big deal. I'm trying to get better. I'm a new player to these games. Again, brand new to hero shooters, so trying to learn. I'm sure a lot of you have many more hours in these types of games than I do. So any tips or tricks, let me know. And if there's anything that helped you, feel free to comment down below too. If there's anything positive that you take from this video, I always like to read positive comments too. I try to read all my comments. So it's a new YouTube channel, so we're just trying to grow it. I'm just going to release some content, and hopefully it's helpful to somebody out there, and hopefully someone enjoys it. Either way, again, hope you're having a great day, most importantly, outside of video games. If you liked the video, feel free to, again, like and subscribe down below. But either way, hope you're having an awesome day, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.